Hello students, welcome back to my channel again. This is Anamika Talukdar and today I am here with part 4 of the lesson What is Democracy? Why Democracy? In the last video, I uploaded some photos where I gave you the meaning, features, disadvantages and advantages of democracy. So today I am going to discuss why democracy part, another part where we are getting disadvantages and advantages of democracy, and in this video in the description box I will give you the link of all the parts of this lesson. Go through from there and note down the points which I have given you. So let's start from the disadvantages so that we can understand that why do we need democracy or why democracy is said as the better form of government. Point number 1 of disadvantage is leaders keep changing in a democracy, which leads to instability. Meaning of instability is which is not stable or which keep on changing after a certain period of time. So here leaders keep on changing after a certain period of time. Take the example of India. In India, elections are conducted after every 5 years of time. Now when after 5 years leaders keep on changing, when leaders keep on changing, that means their decisions, their policies, their programs, these also keep on changing. And 5 years of time is not enough time to make proper policies or to implement it. It happens that even if the policies are proper or proper decisions are taken, 5 years is not enough to implement it properly. It happens that the policies are not properly implemented only and their time is over and new leaders are elected in the next election. So it means instability, not a stable form of government. So this is a disadvantage, easy and simple one. Then the second one is democracy is all about political competition and power play. Now how it is power play and political competition? We know that elections are conducted and in election there are parties, there are candidates contesting the election, and when it is a competition there are competitors, and when there are competitors there are bad competitors too. And these parties or some of the candidates, they are, for winning the election, they can use any kind of dirty tricks. They use corrupted techniques, they use dirty tricks, they use illegal practices. Sometimes they bribe the people for buying the vote. So when these kind of things happens, then election becomes corrupted one. And then because of this competition, the good people or a good candidate, those who contest the election, they also tend to stay away from the election because of this bad scenario. So this is again a disadvantage, that it becomes a political competition among the parties. Then third one is so many people have to be consulted in democracy and it leads to delaying of decisions. How it happens? Because we know democracy is not ruled by a single person or a single ruler. So here different leaders, ministers together, representatives together, they discuss before taking the decision. They have to discuss, they have to consult with each other. File passes from one department to another department. So then it takes time. It is not a one day or overnight process. Like a country which is ruled by dictator can take a decision even in one day, or the decision can be taken overnight. But in a democracy, when we know that there are many representatives, there are many ministers, there are many departments, there are many people, so whenever decisions are taken, then these are discussed and it takes time, which means delaying of decision. Delaying means late decisions. Then the fourth one is elected leaders do not know the best interests of the people, so it leads to bad decisions. Elected leaders, those who are elected leaders, we cannot guarantee them, we cannot guarantee that these will be the good leaders. And as they do not know the best interests of the people, that means as the elected leaders do not know what will be good for us, so the decisions which are taken by us, it becomes that the decisions are bad decisions. It leads to bad decisions. Then the fifth one is democracy. Fifth one and the second one will be almost same. Second decision, the political competition, and this fifth one, that is democracy leads to corruption, as it is based on political competition. Both are almost same. How it is corruption, I already told you that there are some parties and candidates who uses dirty trick, who try to bribe the people and buy vote, and so it becomes corrupted. And this electoral competition, as it becomes corrupted, so because of the corruption, good people do not want to contest. Then the last one, ordinary people don't know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. Now who are said here as ordinary people? Ordinary people are the citizen of India. Why they are said as ordinary people and they do not know anything? Why it is said? It's not like that all of us or all the people of India or all the people of any country do not know anything who they are voting. But there are many people, a large number of people, who still do not know properly about the elections, properly about the leaders, properly about the representatives. They do not know about the process which goes on. And so these ordinary people, when they do not have any idea only that what is election, who they are voting for, why they are voting for, or who the party is, when they do not know it properly, we know that there are many people who are still illiterate, who do not have proper education, or who are uneducated. They do not know properly about the parties or the people who they are voting for. But they simply vote because sometimes it happens that they are given bribe. Sometimes they think that they have the right to vote, so they should go for voting. But they do not know properly who they are voting. So how these people will be deciding the future of the country? As we know that all of the people, we have the voting right. All of the people means the adult citizen, all the adult citizen, 18 and above 18 years, all the people, they have voting right. So all of them, but it doesn't happen that all of the people of 18 and above 18 knows about the representatives or about the leaders or about the system of the government, but still they have the right to vote. They are deciding the future. Their votes are counted. When they do not know properly about them, they should not decide the future of the country. So these are the disadvantages. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to discuss the advantages of democracy. So today I have discussed the disadvantages of democracy. Again, go through the video. Try to understand, note down the disadvantages, and the next video advantages will be discussed. So for today, thank you very much.